Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ramble, the show where I exhaust all of my conversation topics. And today, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to make me the most uninteresting person when it comes to talking in the future because I'll already have come up with all the things that I need to say. But this kind of has become like a hobby. It's just kind of fun to do. Sorry if you can hear me breathing. I think I got a much better microphone this time. By that I mean I have a microphone, and I'm going to be doing that. So going back to hobbies, I actually kind of find it interesting. Like a lot of people do have like hobbies and stuff that they do. And it's kind of cool when people can turn their hobbies into careers, like doing golf or I don't know, singing and like doing all that stuff. But it's really, really hard and risky to do because really the way for a lot of those artistic hobbies and a lot of those sports hobbies that people have to like you doing your hobby. I mean, you can like doing it, but what about the other people? That's kind of how that goes when it does that with the things. So a lot of people like to stick to the safer route, which is the more logical one, get a job in some scientific field or in teaching. But I kind of find it funny because a lot of people have like the people who are known the most, the scientists, not the people who created our history. I mean, does anyone know who's the first guy who invented the idea of a shoe or a tennis shoe, or like the guy who's like, hey, how about we put two things together and make Velcro? No, nobody knows about that. But like everybody knows about like music and plays and stuff and all that kind of things. People know about, especially a lot of recent musicians. Kind of funny how that works though, if you like really think about it. Is like the people who like gave these people platforms to become great aren't great as other people. Kind of moved away from the mic. Hopefully you got what I was saying. If you didn't, then well, that's too bad. And if you did, then I kind of sound like an idiot right now. But then again, I'm talking to myself inside of my bedroom, so I'm gonna sound like an idiot anyway. Is that how that is? Um. Oh gosh, where was I? Oh yeah, hobbies and how people are doing the things with the things and how that thing works. Like, I mean, I wonder who made the pop filter. I mean, that's such a genius idea to like. It like blocks out the P's and stuff, so like you don't get ear raped every time you hear it. Oh, you said rape. I'm sorry. I cut that out. I don't need that in my life. um, sorry, Alex. I really am. I hope that you don't mind me just being silent for some reason. uh, you know what? Silence is peaceful, isn't it? Which is why you're listening to me talk over like 15 minutes, over 10 minutes at least. I mean, it's been 3 minutes right now, but who cares? It's probably less than 3 minutes, probably 2 minutes on your screen. Actually, the date right now, I'm going to start doing because, like, obviously I'm not going to upload it the day I record it because if I did that, then episode 2 would have been released, like, like a day after episode 1, and nobody likes that. Today is Thursday, July. Yes. Thursday, July, dying of whooping cough. That's what it is. No. It's Thursday, July 9th, 2020, obviously. Actually, that's another thing. Going back to time, because I can't go away from time. We gotta keep talking about time, because time is weird. Going back to time, again, now I'm hopping episodes, thank you, is that... what I like the most is that people are like, oh, if this thing's millions of years old, then, and it's only 2020, then what about, like, well, I mean, like, more than whatever it is, I don't remember. But that always confused me too. What I love the most is that we count 0, 2, because it's just like 0, 1. No one really does that. So it used to freak me out when I was a kid because I'm just like 21st century, but isn't it the 20s? What is math anymore? I need that calculator from episode 1. No. No, I'm just being stupid, but it's weird because keep saying that. It's odd. You know what? Soon we're gonna have like the dictionary episode where it's just Owen tries to like not use like words. Actually, I wonder that what I do wonder though is What do I wonder? Now I'm wondering what I wonder. What what is thoughts anymore? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, dictionary words. I wonder why like words go in and out of vogue. Like what makes that happen? Like you know, like people used to be like say like words that we think are like rugal and old now. Like like regal, not rugal. Like, what's a rugal? I don't even know what a rugal is. Like a rude kugel. Kugels are actually really good. It's they're like really sweet, but they kind of look weird and kind of like I believe it's a traditional Jewish dish. I think I think it is. I don't know. Alex will probably flash up a picture of a kugel and then like stuff like that. And if he doesn't, he's probably gonna post some sassy thing about me predicting that. I got your. I'm reading you, Alex. I know your number. Your number's 7. I actually don't know. um. Anyway, back to words. Words. I've already talked about words. We don't need to talk about words anymore. You see, I'm already out of conversation topics. You see, it's almost like I'm not that interesting of a person, which is why I have a show, but with starring me, only me. I wonder why that's kind of the main problem with a lot of things in society, though, is that a lot of people are egotistical, and it's because we've kind of been coded primarily to, like, produce, win, become the dominant, because then our genes get spread around more. And in a modern climate, that's kind of translated to, being the best in our jobs, being the best in our, being like a celebrity, that kind of stuff. We want to be number one because we've been primarily programmed to be number one. You see. At least I think so. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I just talk in my room and hope that I sound smart. Anyway, like we do evolution that way, because like that's how that works. So we've been primarily programmed to do that kind of things and do those kind of things, which makes us kind of inherently selfish. And because again, people are like, let's be selfless, let's like think about others, let's give back. But I honestly, like cynically, think that that's not ever gonna fully happen, even if it's taught, because our instincts are to, like, we want to be the winner, we want to be number one. Like, I mean, people might like give back and say that they give back and do that kind of stuff because it makes us feel good when we do that, because we're helping our fellow man, but we're never going to give enough to be less, because if we give away enough to be less, then we aren't on top anymore. Which is why I believe, because I believe it's like a psychological thing. I don't know. Psychologist Owen back in the house, yo. Now it's rapper psychologist Owen who is back in the house. And he is going to be dropping some knowledge about how we all are greedy idiots who are bred to be guilty. Guilty? I'm not guilty. Am I guilty? What did I do today? I don't think I did anything that's worth being guilty. I don't know. Everybody has done something bad in their life, let's be honest here. Probably some worse than others, but somebody's made a mistake. Everybody has something to feel guilty about. And if you don't, then you're lying to yourself. Or you're Jesus. Like that. Either way. I mean, those are like polar opposites, lying and then Jesus. Oh, and stay away from religion. That's a great idea, and you probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna like stay away from trash talking religion because I don't want that to come and bite me back in the butt. I just got really distracted. I really just, you know, ADHD brain, yay. On that note, I actually kind of find that even weirder is how a lot of people say, oh, I have anxiety, I have this, I have ADHD, I have OCD, and when they classify these, all those like mental disabilities or mental illnesses and stuff, but I'm thinking, what now? Like, I'm a normal human being. I can act normal. I can live a normal life. Like, what makes it classify as not normal? Like, what is not normal? Like, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, that's what I've always been want to figure out is like, what is, like, how is this a mental, like, illness? I mean, sure, I respond to caffeine differently because of a stimulus. So maybe it's because of a chemical imbalance in my brain. Is that what makes it a disability? Is that what does that? But then what about other things like what makes it a chemical imbalance? Like what makes it not normal? Because ADHD is genetic, so it's a genetic trait. So that would be kind of like would that be saying that somebody with like black hair, which is not normal, like it's not. Like, I mean, I understand that it kind of does. It's hard sometimes, but I mean, I can live a normal life. It's just, yeah, I have difficulty like sitting still, and in a society that just wants to keep people sitting still, that's where it becomes a disability. Really, if I was back in the day, a caveman or a hunter or something, I'd be on my toes. I'd be well, unless I had. Well, I would like because I am because I have hyperactivity. I'd be pretty good. I'd be like the warrior that like could like get up and like in a state of a crisis or like run from the horde of sheep. What? No, from the horde of lions, not the horde of sheep, the horde of deadly sheep. I mean, that sounds like a nightmare though. Carnivorous sheep. I don't know. I don't usually have those whack of nightmares. Like, I know that a lot of people will be like, oh, I have the weirdest dream. One day I was a man. Oh, man, what? That's a nightmare, no. One day, like, I was getting chased by a lion with the toes of a carrot. What? the toes of a carrot. Do carrots have toes? I'm going out on tangents. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Is this even funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just talking. Coats. The coats. Anyway, back to nightmares. This recording's a nightmare. Oh my gosh. No. Is that people will like be like, well, be like. Well, it'll be like I had this strangest dream, but I usually don't have dreams. I'll remember them. What I actually hate the most, though, and I wonder why this is like this, is that I'll wake up. I'll be like, this is a amazing dream. This is like awesome. I remember like the kind of like plot of it. I'm like, I need to get this and like remember this, and then I'll write it down after I take my shower. And then in the middle of the shower, I'll be like, wait, what? No, I forgot it. And then I'll cry for 5 hours about it. Well, not really. I won't cry for 5 hours. Probably 3. You know, I probably should write things down more, but that requires writing things down, and I don't like that because that sounds like a lot of work. Okay, it doesn't really sound like a lot of work, but I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder why people don't. Like, really, the laziest people are sometimes the smartest. I actually heard of this. I think somebody said that hire a lazy person if you want to have an innovation. Because lazy people are going to find the most efficient way to do something. Because they're lazy. And which is why lazy people should run the world. I'm kidding. But you know, and I found some tricks when I was lazy. I can't think of any of them because I'm too lazy to think about them, but I'll tell you about them later. See, that's the real paradox. It's kind of like that saying, not saying, it's that technically a cat can beat any human in a race, but you can't get, but the trick is getting to get the cat to run the race. Not a lot of cats aspire to be track stars, apparently. But that's the thing, is that a lot of people here are the proverbial cats. Or maybe some of you are cats. I don't know. I don't judge. Like, if you're a cat, then that's cool. But you know, a lot of cats can run the races, and but like they don't want to. And really, everybody is capable of running that race. Really, the people who succeed the most in life, they're the ones who have the drive. They can be the slowest. They cannot be there are probably people who got big and are not that talented, but the only reason that they're seen as talented is because they actually went out and do it. Like, you see, everybody here, I remember I have a friend of mine who was making, like, stuff, and, you know, he's still learning. I mean, I'm learning, too, as well. Like, I'm not, like, an expert. But, you know, I was talking with another friend who, like, helped out a lot and did a thing. And I was like, hey, how about you do this thing, too, because you're really good at it. And they said, no, I'm sorry, I'm too lazy. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. And that's when it hit me that the only reason that he's good is that he has the drive. Also, I'm going to be right back. Alex, cut all of this silence out. I know you're going to hate me, but I got to go real quick. I'll be right back. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that, Alex. As well. You're going to hate me for it, but you know what? Where was I? I was talking about something very cool. Like, it was kind of cool. I don't remember. Hopefully you enjoyed that part, though. Not the silence. The silence, you know. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say that you probably won't hear the silence, because then, like a smart person, Alex is going to leave in that silence, and it's going to be very awkward for the both of us. Please don't, Alex. Please. He's going to, or is he not? I don't know. Do I look like I know? Do I look like anything? Right now you probably just see a microphone on your screen, unless he changes it, which he probably will, because, you know what, I'm not even going to predict him anymore, because predicting's not fun. I lost my train of thought. We were talking about people, dreams. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna choose to not continue talking about what I said, because I don't think I even remember anymore. So I'm gonna. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm really sorry. Music. Yes, music. Hi. You ever have those times, like, where you listen to a song and then you become obsessed with it, and then you never, and you, like, just keep listening? Also, if you made it this far, which I doubt you have, or, well, I don't think you, I don't know, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Alex, if you get, if you can you just, like, put that, not this part, like, maybe, like, put at the beginning of every video, just, like, have, like, one of those, like, remember to, like and subscribe stuff, like, you know, please. I like, you know, how I feel about it, you know, oh my goodness, is that I want I like doing this. I really do, and I hope that people who do listen this far do enjoy listening because it's a very fun thing. It's very fun to do. I mean, it's just me rambling, and if people like that, then people enjoy it, and I enjoy it, and I think that, and I just really want this to take off because I feel like it's very entertaining. I really enjoy doing it, and I kind of want an excuse to keep doing it, other than that I like it, because, like I said, we're all fueled by people like validating us, and I guess that I kind of want that feeling. That sounds greedy. Maybe it is, but that's kind of what I want. Now, no longer serious Owen. Coughing Owen, that's the best. Let's do a new thing that I like to call Owen judges a book. And how about we do that? I'm going to judge a book. I'm going to pull a book out of my shelf. It's like right here. Give me a moment. Oh. That book's going to, like, if I pull that book, I'm going to die. So. Okay, the only book that like was accessible to me was Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's been forever since I read one like this book. I actually used to like these books as a kid. Like they were very funny. I remember the humor was just funny. I mean everybody in a grade has read like a diary book. It's kind of like a staple at this point. The diary books are like their own genre at this point, and like honestly, I like them. They're fun books. They very are. They're fun. They're relatable. Good easy reading stuff. I could probably knock this thing out in an hour if I wanted to. Probably less. How many pages even is this? Like 100 pages. Remember when you were like in elementary school and you thought like reading to 100 pages was like you like would flex? You'd be like, I read a 100-page book. Get on my level. And nowadays you like can knock out like 300 pages, and even then that's like a shortest novel ever. Like nowadays I'm like, yes, 1,000 pages, a light book to read for the storm. I'll just read this 1,000-page book in a day. Actually, I actually no. I find that really weird. Like though how that works. Where was I? Oh yeah, I find that really weird. How that works is with like we keep thinking that like 100 pages was great. Like remember when chapter books were all the rage? As kids, how young and naive we were. And now we're disappointed teenagers. Well, I'm a disappointing teenager. Well, you know that's kind of what happens when you grow up. You become disillusioned. You start to realize that the world. Like sometimes I wake up in the day and I think like, when I was 4, I didn't even know about all like politics and all these like and drugs and all that stuff. They were all I didn't even I thought I was so smart. But how dumb was I? Without ever understanding, like I couldn't even comprehend it really. Like it just seems logical now. It seems like all normal, but like as a kid, like we didn't know. That's the weird thing is that we don't know until we know, and once we know, we kind of like just our brain kind of is like, okay, this is the new normal. Like, I mean, think back to when you were a kid. Like, what was on your mind? Like, I like probably like playing with toys. Who was gonna be your friend? I mean, stuff like that. Now we're thinking, oh crap, I need to wear this clothes, otherwise no one's gonna like me. Or, oh crap, look at the state of our politics right now, or oh crap, look at my grades. Like all this stuff's floating through her mind, and like it just seems all so normal, but it wasn't once upon a time, surprisingly. I don't know. Kids have it easy. I mean, like toddlers, teenagers. Oh no, teenagers don't have it easy. Actually, I always find that kind of weird. Is that when middle school? I don't know how other schools around other countries work, or and even in the county. But how we have it is we have sixth, seventh, and eighth grades. So that would be 12, 11 to 12, 13, 11, 12, 13 year olds, right? It's basically the pubescent ages in like their own school, and then we have high school. Like how I like to interpret that is that like the school system was just like, all right, all the kids through puberty, let's just put them over there and let them fight to the death, and whoever survives, whoever survives, just like can go like away. Like it's just to quarantine us, really. Is that like that's what it kind of felt like? Is that they quarantined all like our most toxic age, because that's like that's how it kind of works. But then again, like I wouldn't want to be a high schooler having to deal with the middle schoolers. I mean, actually, I have friends that are in middle school, but going to school with those, they wouldn't mix. Because like they think that they're mature, but they haven't really known what mature yet is. The elementary school kids are still innocent little butterflies. Except the fifth graders, they think that they're all cool and like I'm going to middle school. Like they're already like halfway through the transformation before they can get carted off and quarantined for a few years. It's kind of like the Hunger Games. It kind of feels like that, like sort of like I could see a novel about that, of just like in a world where they are sent to this academy in between two other academies, and whoever survives is the last one to get to the thing. And I don't know, probably someone could write something like that. I'd read it. Yeah, at this point I'd read anything. And again, I think that's why people like fiction books especially a lot, because it transports them to worlds like you can it's like you can live vicariously through these characters. It's very interesting, like how that works. It's just fun. I mean, I don't know. I like to know the worlds. I like to experience the breathing worlds that like the author can create with a pen. Because really, it's neat. It's fun. I mean, not everybody likes reading because I don't know. People are like it's boring, but it's not. You just haven't found the right story. Or maybe it's just because of the silence. Maybe that's the problem. I don't think people like silence nowadays because it's silent. Like, I mean, we're used to this loud world of seeing, hearing stimuli thrown at us, that when you let go of it and you just sit there, it's kind of scary. I mean, after this video, like, just sit, turn off your computer, sit in silence, alone, see how it feels. It kind of feels like you're left alone with your thoughts. I mean, I've done that a lot of times, which is why I've created a show where I let out all of my thoughts while I'm alone in this almost silent room other than me. No. That's the thing. So that's silence. Like when you're alone, the only person with you is you, and sometimes you don't want to talk to yourself or communicate with yourself because nobody likes. I don't think anybody really likes themselves, even the egotistical people, like the people who have big egos. I think that everybody has an issue with themselves. Because everybody, again, back to everybody wants to be the best, is that in that people tend to overcorrect themselves. Even the idiots who are like, I'm so amazing, I'm so beautiful, I'm so all this stuff. I think that most of it's a front, because I don't think that people will be like, I truly believe this, I truly believe this. I don't think so. I think that everybody here, everybody on this earth has something that they are like, that keeps them awake at night. Something that they're like, I'm not, like, even the people who have the big egos, like, they think it. They like, maybe the thought is that I have too much of a big ego. Who knows? Nobody knows. Except us. Only people who dig deeper, and really, I advise everyone to, like, look deeper into themselves. Because if you, like, look deeper into yourselves, if you actually listen to yourself, you'll find something interesting, maybe. Or maybe you won't. Because you're an uninteresting person. Who knows? Maybe that's the thing that's torturing you, is that you don't think you're interesting. I don't know. I've never talked to you, proverbial human being, so I don't know if you're interesting. You probably are interesting, but who knows? Or maybe you're not. In that case, then, I'm sorry about that. Just get interesting. It's really not that hard. Just grab a mic, sit in your bedroom, and talk, and then you'll be interesting, I think. I don't even know if this is interesting. Every time I record these things, I'm thinking, like, who's gonna watch this? And the answer is you, viewer. You're gonna watch this. And I hope. Please watch this. I want someone to watch this. You know what? Like, if you got in this far in, comment down carrot toes. Carrot toes, yes. Comment down carrot toes. Please just comment. I just want to hear your opinions. Please. I just want to hear things. I want feedback. Really, I do. Because it's just a fun. It's an interesting. It's a cool. And yeah, we are. We're gonna keep going. Who cares? Hopefully this audio is okay. Hopefully it is. I wonder. Hello? Yeah, cut that out. Anyway. I don't even know what this episode is. This is a interesting episode, to say the least. You know what I like to do, though? I like to go out to nature. Everybody likes to go out to nature. No. What I mean is, like, I like to go out and look at go out into, like, suburban areas and, like, areas like that. And just imagine what would happen if, like, all the houses and stuff went away. And it would, like, everything was just, like, grassy and hilly, and, like, how natural and, like, beautiful it would look. Really, it'd probably just be a bunch of trees. A bunch of forest and trees. But, like, if that wasn't what happened, like, what it would look like, having all the hills and the rollies and it just looks kind of cool. Just, like, look outside and see how it looks, and you'll, like, be shocked about how different it will look if you just try to imagine it. Really, like, if you picture things in your mind, you'll find that, like, you'll, like, see the changes. Like, you just gotta kind of look for them. Like, really appreciate the little things in life, because they're small, but they're there. And usually people don't appreciate them because they're little. And you should appreciate people, like, even if they're little. Or appreciate anything. Because if they're gone, then they're not going to be there. Thanks for that stunning display of logic. If they're gone, they're not going to be there. You know what? I just need to make a compilation when I, like, have enough episodes, just have a compilation of thanks for this great scale logic words English. Thanks for this stunning display of logic. Oh, I just hit the table. Hopefully this audio is good because this mic's new. You can probably hear every breath I take. Welcome to my. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do ASMR. No one wants to hear me do ASMR. Comment down if you want to hear me do ASMR. Comment down if you don't want me to hear ASMR. Subscribe if you want me to do ASMR. Subscribe if you don't. And also just like the video too. You don't need to do it for any reason. Just like the video. Or don't like it. And anyway, you know what? I'm going to be signing out here. This is probably about, like it says 40 on my clock, but I'm guessing it's going to be about 30, maybe 25 minutes. So, thank you for listening. Please subscribe, like videos, do all that kind of stuff. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with your dog. I'd like to have some animal viewers out there. Again, those cats, like, tell those cats about the race, whatever. And I'll see you in the next episode, I guess. See ya.